Welcome to the Grimdark Chronicles. Something of mystery, an information repository, and a place of history and bygone times. With the archival world of Calliope lost to heretical treachery, now only a few data repositories remain. The chaos represents a powerful and pervasive force that thrives on ambition, greed, and corruption. It manifests through the warp, a dimension of raw psychic energy fueled by the emotions and desires of sentient beings. Chaos promises ultimate power and wealth to its followers in exchange for their servitude, often leading to their physical and spiritual ruin. Through the Chaos Gods, Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slaanesh, chaos embodies various aspects of status and wealth, driving its narrative significance and shaping its influence across the galaxy. The nature of chaos, an eternal force of corruption. Chaos is not merely a collection of entities, but a metaphysical force born from the collective emotions of mortals. It is inherently tied to the warp, a parallel dimension of psychic energy that reflects the thoughts, fears, and ambitions of sentient beings. This feedback loop amplifies negative emotions, empowering the entities within chaos and allowing them to manifest their will across the material realm. The essence of chaos is temptation. It offers freedom from the oppressive structures of the Imperium and promises power, wealth, and transcendence to those willing to forsake their humanity. Wealth in chaos is not confined to material riches. It includes influence, forbidden knowledge, and the ultimate reward of ascension to daemonhood. Through this lens, chaos becomes a reflection of mortal desires, offering everything in exchange for servitude and eventual damnation. The Chaos Gods, masters of status and wealth. Each of the four Chaos Gods represents a distinct path to power, embodying different aspects of status and wealth. Through their followers, these gods manifest their ideals and spread their corrupting influence across the galaxy. Khorne, martial status and the spoils of war. Khorne, the blood god, thrives on violence and bloodshed. His followers gain status through martial dominance, proving their worth by spilling blood and taking trophies from their enemies. Khorne's hierarchy is a brutal meritocracy, where strength and victory dictate status. Chiron the Betrayer, a Chaos Space Marine of the World Eaters, exemplifies Khorne's ideals. During the infamous Battle of Scalathrax, Chiron turned on his own allies to prolong the carnage, cementing his reputation as one of Khorne's most favored champions. Bloodthirsters, Khorne's daemonic generals, rise through their conquests. Angrath the Unbound, one of the most powerful bloodthirsters, has destroyed entire imperial fleets, earning unparalleled favor from Khorne. While Khorne himself scorns material riches, his followers often accumulate vast treasures as a result of their conquests. These skulls, weapons, and banners serve as symbols of their victories and markers of their status. Tzeentch, knowledge and influence as wealth. Tzeentch, the changer of ways, values manipulation, ambition, and the pursuit of knowledge. His followers rise in status through mastery of sorcery, uncovering forbidden secrets, and orchestrating long-term schemes. Magnus the Red, Primarch of the Thousand Suns, embodies the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. His obsession with sorcery led to the corruption of his legion and his own ascension to daemonhood. Despite this, Magnus remains a powerful figure, commanding daemonic legions and unraveling the mysteries of the warp. The Cult of the Red Crown, a Tzeentch-aligned group, infiltrates imperial institutions, manipulating economies and politics to destabilize entire sectors. Its members rise to positions of influence, amassing wealth to further their god's schemes. Tzeentchian followers often hoard libraries of forbidden texts, enchanted relics, and gold used for bribes and coercion. These treasures symbolize their power and reflect their god's emphasis on knowledge as the ultimate currency. Nurgle, the wealth of resilience and corruption. Nurgle, the Plague Father, offers his followers freedom from fear, disease, and mortality in exchange for servitude. Status in Nurgle's hierarchy is measured by the ability to endure and spread his plagues, with each new disease considered a divine gift. Typhus, leader of the Death Guard's plague fleets, spreads the Destroyer plague across entire star systems. His mastery of biological warfare elevates him to one of Nurgle's most prominent champions. Mortarion Daemon, Primarch of the Death Guard, rules over a daemon world in the Eye of Terror. His domain is a grotesque garden of decay, reflecting his mastery of Nurgle's gifts and his immense status. For Nurgle's followers, wealth lies in the worlds they infect. Entire planets twisted into diseased wastelands serve as trophies of their success and symbols of Nurgle's generosity. Slaanesh, hedonistic wealth and aesthetic status. Slaanesh, the Prince of Pleasure, epitomizes indulgence, beauty, and excess. Followers gain status by pushing the boundaries of sensation and creativity, often amassing rare and beautiful treasures as markers of their devotion. Fulgrim, the Daemon, Primarch of the Emperor's Children, exemplifies Slaanesh's ideals. His pursuit of perfection and excess led to his legion's corruption and his ascension to daemonhood. Fulgrim's campaigns are legendary for their decadence and artistry. On hive worlds like Necromunda, Slaaneshi cults target the elite, using their wealth to fund extravagant rituals. These followers frequently amass treasures, from rare gemstones to priceless artworks, as offerings to Slaanesh and markers of their elevated status. Chaos Space Marines, hierarchies of power and wealth. Chaos Space Marines, once loyal defenders of the Imperium, now embody the pursuit of dominance and ambition within the ranks of Chaos. Their warbands are defined by constant infighting and competition for power. Abaddon the Despoiler, Warmaster of Chaos, commands the Black Legion and holds unparalleled respect among Chaos Space Marines. His possession of legendary artifacts like the Talon of Horus and Drachnian reflects his status as Chaos's most powerful mortal servant. The 13th Black Crusade, led by Abaddon, resulted in the fall of Cadia, a critical world in the Imperium's defenses. This victory allowed Chaos forces to expand their influence and demonstrated Abaddon's strategic brilliance. Faction, specific pursuits of power further reflect the values of their Chaos gods. The World Eaters, devoted to Khorne, achieve status through relentless bloodshed, while the Thousand Sons prioritize mastery of arcane knowledge under Tzeentch's guidance. The Emperor's Children, followers of Slaanesh, strive for perfection in both martial and artistic endeavors, with warriors like Lucius the Eternal representing their god's ideals. Each warband within the Chaos Space Marines vies for dominance, reflecting the fragmented and anarchic nature of Chaos itself. Chaos cults, subversion and influence. Chaos cults infiltrate imperial society, using wealth and status to undermine local governments, economies, and institutions. These cults prepare the way for Chaos invasions, often destabilizing entire planets. Cults like the Cult of the Red Crown leverage their influence over trade and finance to redirect wealth toward Chaos-aligned causes. These resources fund rebellions and weaken imperial control. Slaaneshi pleasure cults, prevalent on hive worlds, lure the nobility into their service, using their fortunes to finance lavish rituals and debauchery. Their influence spreads Chaos's reach into the highest echelons of society, corrupting entire ruling classes.